Welcome y'all to another episode of Freestyle Anime Podcast. I'm your host Rico with your other host Ty.
Yes, sir.
Yes, man. And we just got to see a banger movie that was dropped.
Immaculate, bro.
Yes.
Immaculate. If you don't know what we're talking about, you're under a rock somewhere because the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle first movie just dropped.
Yep.
Highest grossing film?
Highest.
Of like anime film of all time?
Yes.
And well deserved Loki.
No, very.
Loki.
I mean, it's killing the box office.
Oh, yeah.
I saw what, like 560 or something like that, 600 million globally already.
Dang.
Like, it's crazy. Let me see if I can see these stats. But man, immaculate movie, man. You know, it's Demon Slayer. Like, what do we expect?
I'm just saying, bro. Like, it is, I think, the most casually friendly anime, like, in a hot minute, and it looks perfect, bro. I'm sorry. Ufotable is the best. In terms of animation, they're the best, bro.
I think they are the standard right now as far as the direction of most anime series or anime I guess company, the direction they would want to go and follow suit is Demon Slayer.
Like, I wouldn't call it standard, I call it ideal. They are the ideal. Like, if you could have like the best animation, you'd want something like Demon Slayer. It's great. It's fantastic.
No, but I'm more saying from like the show, dropping the movies timely.
Oh yeah.
And animation wise, I'm saying everything. Like what they do is just like it's just they don't miss really that much.
Their production is on point.
Yeah.
They're always like very well scheduled out. The seasons have decent sized breaks in between where you don't lose interest, but you still like get that draw. Like, I need more. So but brings up all that attention to it. So when I see the reaction of the audience and how successful it is, it's just the fruit of their labor, bro. That's just they put in the work, they get in the results. Honestly,
yeah. I just feel like as direction wise, they're a standard, man. They're a standard.
Oh,
People are gonna have to follow. They want what they have. They did force other animes to make more movies too.
They did because you got Chainsaw Man, you got even the Dragon Ball movies. Low-key started up too. You got JJK started with the movies as well. A lot of shows have been doing movies more often too.
I feel like they brought that kind of back a little bit. I want to give them the credit. Y'all let us know if there was another anime movie you felt in this gen that brought it back. Because anime movies have always been around, but they haven't been in the forefront to me as much as they are now.
Yeah, before they were just like filler or like just, something unrelated.
Yeah.
But this is the first time we're getting like canon movies.
Oh, that's the post. My bad.
They're the dramatic music.
For real. Don't hit us with copyright, please.
Before we get too far into this, though, as always, remember, like, subscribe, follow on all the socials. We're trying to build this up as big as we can. Try to be like Demon Slayer, right? Hit 660 million people. That would be awesome, right?
Yo, they did 650 million globally.
650, dang.
They surpassed major films like the F1,
Heard about that? Formula One racing?
Yeah, Formula One racing, the Superman, Fantastic Four,
and
what was the HTTYD?
Oh, How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, How to Train. Yeah, they surpassed them like that. So
that's the best film coming out right now, pretty much. If that's the case, because those are the other big heavy hitters.
Yes, bro. And right now, a lot of people talk about in movies. It's either superhero movies or bust sometimes. And for a fact, for an anime to put that up, I just know the U.S. is like, hold on now. I just know Hollywood is like, whoa. Who's this little?
And they need to get their grimy little fingers off it. All right, you leave it alone. The Japanese culture is how they want to do it. That's why they're successful. All right, you stick with your superhero movies. Marvel does good. It's all right.
I'm just saying, there's like, you know how everybody like, man, they watching that little anime stuff and they're looking like, whoa, hold on, this 500 million? That many people watch anime?
Exactly.
Yes, they do. But anyways, man, let's get into it, man. Look, listen, if you didn't see the movie, we're warning you right now. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. All right?
Go ahead and leave.
We're going to get into some details. So go watch it. We'll pause. Wait, give me a second. All right, you back. Perfect. Look at that. Now you see the movie. All right, come on. We're going to talk about it.
Man. So first reaction.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it, bro. Like, it picks up immediately where the last season left off, the Hashira training arc.
Yes.
Like, you just get dropped into the action, bro. Everybody's
did a good job at that.
Bro, they just kicked the floor off running, bro. I was really excited as soon as it started. And one little tidbit, we actually got different experience, so we can come at you from both perspectives here. Because Rico went to go watch it in dub. I went to go watch it in sub in the 4D theater too, so I got the full experience.
Go ahead.
You got the little side experience. Yeah.
Stop. One thing I'll say though, yes, I watched it in dub. before we got to the movies, I was rewatching the season so I could like remember and follow up because it's been a while. What, like a year or two?
I think so.
Yeah, I can't remember, but it's been a little minute. I think it was last year actually. Now I'm thinking about it because CJ we was always making fun of Michael Jackson.
The slow walk.
Yeah. So and even before the movie, he still was bitching about it,
bro. Man.
But anyway,
come get me, bro. Come try it.
Yeah. I'm surprised they did not like kind of like show a quick recap and then like present the movie.
That's what I was expecting.
I was like, I was really expecting them to do. It's typical what anime stuff. They'll show you like a quick rundown of what happened, what the situation is, just to kind of remind you. But no, they went right into it.
I thought at the very least we were gonna get like the confrontation scene first, and then it would like show us like the lead up. No, they just drop us exactly where we ended off.
Yeah, all we got was the Stonehasher basically speaking.
Yeah, like at the speaking before the whole situation went down, and like, hey, we're gonna use you as bait.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a little prayer, and let's get to it.
Yes, man. We gonna get into good stuff, guys. We're gonna talk about the fights. We're gonna talk about everything. My first reaction, yes, it was good, and seeing it in dub. I kind of wish I did see it in sub a little bit, only because I felt like the audience that was in the theater with me, there's bits and parts I felt like they just kind of killed the vibe, bro. They just kind of killed it for me.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even catch this because my theater was pretty chill, but I know all you Gen Zers or you Gen Alphas there and your new memes nowadays, because when a little bit later in the scene, we see Akaza where he killed 67 people, right? My friend was telling me in his theater, he watched the dub too. As soon as they said that, the entire audience were like, 6, 7. Like, they just would not shut up about it. That's like the new meme going on, the 6, 7.
Why?
Bro, it doesn't mean anything as far as I know.
Bro, it's crazy.
And he was just like, bro, I hate these people.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, though. When they did say, now you mentioned that, CJ's like, 67, goddamn.
That was a lot of people. Oh, my gosh.
Listen, deservedly. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah, we gonna get into that too.
Like, nah, man, nah.
All right, but before we get too far, last thing I want to ask as a preliminary: what's your overall rating?
Overall rating out of 10. All right, I'm gonna try to be as fair as possible. Earlier, somebody did ask me that. I said 8 out of 10 earlier. But not thinking about it, and after I talk to other people that watch it, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm at a 9.5. I'm at a 9.5 because to me, I'm just like, I don't necessarily rate it in terms of like this idealized 10 out of 10 that you can never achieve. For me, I'm just like, did the movie do everything I wanted it to do? I'm like, if yes, then that's a darn near 10 out of 10, right?
Okay.
So for me, like, I'm like, I don't think there was anything else I could have asked for from the Demon Slayer. The only thing was, I guess, a little bit of the pacing, but I can't even complain about that. I still think it was really good.
See, that's where I felt the pace. The pacing is where I was deducting little points, but I'm gonna let it slide because that's why I had it at 8 out of 10 at first. Is there was bits in the movie where I was just like, all right, another backstory, another flashback.
Yeah,
I was just like, okay, because I felt like they were doing really good with the roller coaster of drumming our emotions and then going back down and then drumming it, and then somewhere in there they did like a little, and it was just flatline, and then it was just like, oh, Akaza, and I was like, okay, that's cool, but it was just like going from like not too far in, but like Tanjiro's backstory, then the Akaza's, then the Tanjiro's dad, then the Akaza's, then the teacher, so it was just like, damn, okay. You see, for me, like, the balance, somewhere in the balance, I felt like the pacing was a little bit bad, and where I was just like, all right, bro, come on, let's move. And like I said, the audience I was watching with was like, somebody in the back was like, come on, bro, where's the fights? Oh my gosh,
and it's important information, because my thing is the reason why I wasn't too mad about it is because it didn't feel like it was meandering. It felt like every line, every moment served a purpose that was ultimately paid off. So I couldn't even be too mad at it because I was just like, okay, it's not like we're just sitting here just twiddling our thumbs. So I still think overall the pacing was good. Could have been tightened up a little bit more, but it was still good.
Yes. I felt like early, they did a really good job as soon as it started, like just up and down with the pacing. And then when we got to the Akaza fight is where, even after the Zenitsu fight, I felt like the pacing was good. It's when we got to the Akaza fight is where I felt like the pacing kind of just went a little sideways. That's where I felt like they were trying to figure out how to piece that story together. And I don't know, whichever sequence they felt was best, they could have maybe had a different sequence, and they went with this one. So
yeah, but let us know what you think. All right, let us know what your opinions are, and also what your rating is. What do you rate this movie out of 10? Since you've already seen it, right? Because we're about to get into the real spoilers.
Yes,
like we're still being a little bit vague there.
We
Just
are.
give you an extra chance, all right? Because I know some of y'all you're interested, you want to kind of dip your toes in, but now
you want
for
to be
real,
convinced to see it.
exactly for real though. We getting into spoilers, all right? Because I want to start off.
Go ahead.
Just jumping right in with that Doma Shinobu fight, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness,
Wait,
bro.
wait. Before we get into that,
Oh, yeah?
Before we get into that, how do you feel about the whole castle itself?
Oh, the Infinity?
Yeah.
I thought incredible setting. Incredible way to be like, yeah, here's everybody, but they're all split up. You don't know what's going on. And as Tanjiro is falling and you get the perfect view of him, it's like some people on the walls there, some people above me, some people below. What is going on? You feel the chaos and everything going on. And me especially, with that 4D chair, like as soon as the movie started, everything started moving. You could feel like yourself falling. It was so cool, bro.
One thing I'll say is still... You remember the the Mugen train? You remember the play on like Inception a little bit from the movies, where like they go into the dream,
yes.
And then I think the movie Tintin is almost similar, where like the people were falling in like an infinity spot where the world flipped upside down, and I think also in an Inception. Y'all correct me on that if I'm wrong, but to me it was like, oh, that's pretty cool that he. To me, it almost felt the same thing.
I wonder if that was inspired by that a little bit. No, I'm thinking about it. It might be. I'm thinking of when like he like folded the city on itself and it like went like head to head.
Yeah,
like, you remember that? And people were like walking above them.
Yeah,
that's a good comparison.
It was very like I kept thinking of that as I was watching it. But no, I did love the scene. I did love like everybody was trying to group up. I did love how they were pairing certain Hashiras with each other. And then it's like, what's his name? Was like, let's go. Let's go. The Stone Hashira and then the Guillaume and then
Myoto?
Is he the Wind Hashira?
No, he's the
mist. Sword. The mist. And they were paired. And then the snake dude, he loved him, that girl. He was paired. And then you had
he was so happy, bro, but he's trying not to let it show. He's like,
yeah. He was paired with her, and he showed out for her just a little bit.
He did.
Crazy.
He did.
And then the dude with the shotgun's brother.
I always forget his name.
Yes.
I know the brother's name is Sonami, but Sonami's brother with the American breathing.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up their names right now for us. But no, I feel like his sadness, like realizing that the master's gone, was like, I feel like he was gonna be the most angry one on a rampage, to be honest, and he did show that. He did.
Yeah, at the end, he was just like, bro, bring me an upper rank. I want to run the smoke right now, bro. And I'm like, I'm actually excited to see what he can do because I don't like him. I'm still mad at him for stabbing Nezuko.
Oh my god.
So I need him to show out so I can forgive him.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was rewatching it and he was like to Tanjiro, he was just like he said something like, "Listen, don't speak out of line. I barely have any respect for you." Tanjiro's like, "That's okay, because I don't have any respect for you either for stabbing Nezuko. So it's mutual."
Bro, that's one thing I love about Tanjiro. He will kill you with kindness, bro. He will smile in your face and be like, "I don't respect you not one bit. You'll catch another mean headbutt right now if I feel like it."
Bro. And Buddy was like, "What the hell? Who does he think he's talking to? Sanami? Oh, Shaka.
No, Sanami's the brother.
Yeah, the older brother. He's the Hashira.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you said his name. I thought you were saying
no. I don't know the younger brother's name.
Oh yeah. Guillaume? No, that's
Guillaume is the Stone Hashira.
Yeah. But anyways, yes. So I did like how we got to see where everybody was at, and then let's get into it, man. The Shinobu fight.
That Doma Shinobu fight, because she just pulls up to the manor. She just opens the door. Like in my head, when I was watching the scene, I'm like, what is she doing? Why is she just... If it were me, I'm not going to seek out no upper rank, all right? I get...
But she's a Hashira.
I get that, but I'm looking for Muzan. Oh, maybe she thought Muzan would be in there. Okay, fair enough. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe she was just looking for Muzan.
Yeah, she just...
But a solo? I'm sorry. Being the Insect Hashira like her, a solo fight?
1-on-1.
Not the wisest move.
When we saw her in the first season, when she showed up to save Tanjiro when he was fighting the spider people, and she kind of showed up on cleanup duty, low key though, right?
Yeah. Well, she came there. I think her intention was to take out whatever the lower rank was, but Giyu just got there first, and he cleaned like that.
Yes, he did get there first. Yes, and so I just remember seeing her and thinking like, okay, she might have something, and then you meet her later on in some of the other arcs. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I still was thinking like she had a chance as she was fighting. I was thinking it, but as the fight was progressing, and Doma was just like, keep trying. Come on. Give me another lethal poison.
I'm not.
You got
after
any more?
The first try, when he was just like, ooh, I neutralized your poison. I'm like, oh, she's not winning.
Yeah.
She's not winning.
Yeah.
Because to me, I'm just like, that was a strong poison. Because he was like coughing up blood. He was dying. Oh, I'm good now. Like that. Like it was just.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, nah, you cooked.
What's pretty cool is the demons pass information with each other. Mm-hmm. So he was like, oh, yeah, you're the one with the poison. Yeah. They told us like every time you switch your poison. I was like, oh, damn. She's like, oh, shit. Yeah, bro. And that to me, when he said that too, it was like, yo, that's your whole strategy.
Cooked, bro. Cooked. I will say she did put up a really good fight. The fact that he was just like, you're probably the fastest Hashira I've never met.
Yes.
And I was like, dang, that's high accolades.
That's high.
But the disrespect of in the same breath he said that line was when she got cut.
Bro.
Bro.
And that was crazy because I really thought she had him, and I did not see when he cut her. I was like, God damn. That fight, bro, is like playing a gamer that knows he's better than you. Mm-hmm. And he's not one of those gamers that trash talk you. He polite talks you. He's like, do it again. You could get better next time. Yeah.
If anybody knows me in Smash, you know that's me.
That's exactly how Maul is.
You gotta time your shield a little bit earlier than that. You see how I killed you there? No, you gotta use your shield so that you can parry. So you gotta recover a little bit lower. You're recovering too high.
Have you and Maul played Super Smash yet together?
Not yet. He keeps ducking me.
Listen to me. Maul is a polite trash talker too. Like that's the crazy part because CJ looked at me. He's like, bro, this man is exactly like Maul. I'm just like, yo, like, but no, it was polite but disrespectful. He was just like, you did very well, very commendable, but you're still not stronger than your sister.
Yeah, he's like, good job. You're all this hard work. Oh, so impressive. And I was like,
bro. He was talking so much shit. That shit was pissing me off, low key.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. When she came through with that final attack, that was different, bro. He was just like, I cut your collarbone. You have broken ribs. I punctured one of your lungs. Still pinned him to the ceiling, bro. I'm just saying.
I felt like if she had more, like she said, height and a little bit more power to her, she wasn't so fragile. She really could have been dangerous to him. She really, like, I could tell he's the type of fighter. Once he realized like how gifted he is, how talented he is. But when he fights someone who is just damn near strong or just unexplainably strong to him, he's gonna like crash out and get annoyed.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I feel like he's that type of villain where it's like he's just gonna be like, no, this should not go like this. I'm stronger than you. I'm da. This makes no sense to how you could do this. And it frustrates him, and he's like, you're the worst kind. I need to break you now.
Yeah, like a little whiner.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah.
But you know, low-key, who she reminds me of, Shinobu?
Who?
Kushina from One Piece. Zoro's childhood friend? A little bit. Because she's just like, dang, I just wasn't born with the tools I need to do what I want to do.
But I know how to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. And she's just like, I just got to find another way to do it.
Yeah.
It's just, to me, instead of like with Kushina, how she never got an opportunity to, Shinobu at least found a way to still utilize her skills to be effective. It just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
It just wasn't enough. And then... oh my gosh, her little kohai, her little student pulling up afterwards.
That was heartbreaking.
In my head, I was just like, bro, you need to leave.
Yeah,
I know you're angry. You need to get out of there.
But I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting a crash out power boost in that process. I you know me, man. Not you know me. Most animes do that at that right time. I was expecting like a.
The only way it could have possibly worked is if all that poison had seriously affected him.
Yeah.
And then she got a chance. But we already see him. Well, all that poison she injected in her final hit, already gone. So I'm just like, yeah, you got no chance, bro. I like you. You're cool with the flower breathing and all that.
Yeah.
Not a snowball chance in hell, bro.
The fact she was absorbing him.
Like
he was absorbing her. Shinobu just, damn, I was like, damn.
That was so... like literally when that started happening, like exact same thing. I was like, oh, she's actually dead for real.
I think he needed to because it seems like he didn't do that to the other girls. He was just the blood. Maybe it's because she was like, because he said she tastes so good. Maybe because she was a Hashira and super strong, and that probably boosted his ability even more.
Yeah, it does. The more people they eat, the stronger they get. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm saying eating Hashira probably is a bigger boost than a regular person.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's why he immediately is just like, yeah, I'm gonna take her. Yeah,
man. But crazy. I will say, having that be the first real fight really set the stakes. Because throughout the rest of the movie, I was just like, bro, who else gonna die, bro?
Yes.
Who else gonna die?
Yes. And then when the Hawk announces the L, I'm like, oh, damn.
Bro, that was heartbreaking, man. Because you're like, Shinobu is dead. Shinobu is dead. And you see like Tanjiro and Giyu like react like slow motion, like ooh.
Like that, the weight of like the reality.
Yeah.
Like it's not just like a little mission that we're just gonna. It hit for the audience and it hit for them because someone was next to me was like, damn, I was not expecting her to die so damn soon. Like, damn, like she really is gone. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, there ain't no games. Like, y'all in the castle, bro.
Because like I will say, like, it was one of the first time we really see like Giyu emote. Like he looks like it hit him.
It hit him, but he kept moving fast. Yeah.
Like he goes back to being stone faced right after, but he looks back at Tanjiro.
Affect him.
Oh yeah.
Real bad. It affected him. Like he got the memories and then he almost got hit by something, I believe, too. As they were running, no?
The door opened up beneath him, and then after that, like one of the other demons like attacked him. After.
No. Yes, you're right. Yeah. The door opened and he jumped back in, and then he was like, "Yo, focus!" And then somebody came from above or some shit. Yeah. I think that's how it happened. That was a good fight. What are you giving that fight rating?
That fight?
Yeah, out of 10. What are we giving that fight?
Ooh, good question. Honestly, like for what the purpose was and how everything was animated and what it did, that might be a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I think it hit every beat it needed to.
Yeah.
It didn't end predictably.
No, it did not.
It was perfectly satisfying in a build-up fight.
Yes.
So like
I could see, because I kept thinking myself like, okay, she's gonna find a different way to win this. And then when it didn't happen, I was disappointed. Not in disappointed like the fight let me down. Disappointed like, damn, she actually didn't win. Yeah, like I was kind of like trying to predict like, oh, all right, the writer's gonna make her like win. Ain't no way we gonna start off like one of us lose. Like, but that was good. I could see why you give it that.
What's yours?
I don't want to give it a 10 out of 10 yet because there was so much other fights.
You're right.
Not crazy.
I'm gonna go with 10.
I'm gonna go with a 9 for now.
I still really love it. I still really love the opening fight.
I loved it. I love the whole thing when he did the breathing with the ice with his powers and it had poison in it or whatever.
I didn't even bring up that, like his demon art.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Which brings it because we got two that kind of have like an ice motif. Well, I think it's like it's like imagine like shards of glass, like really small shards of glass. You breathe in like fiberglass, and you breathe it, and it like cuts up your lungs and your insides.
Yes. So it wasn't poison, just more like fiberglass basically. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is literally the hardest counter to Demon Slayers ever, bro.
And that's what was slowing her down because she was exerting energy, but she also was breathing that in, so it was messing with her lungs.
Exactly. Yeah. She's like, I got to finish this fast because I can't really breathe in here.
Yep.
So. But I don't know who's going to have to defeat him or what. I don't think it's going to be Little Butterfly Girl. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I forget her name too. But
I think somebody's going to come in and save her, but I don't think she. Yeah. All right, man. Let's move on. Next fight.
This is all you, bro. It's all you.
My dog Zenitsu. Listen, man. He pulled up on 10. His first move was on 10. Bro. Then as the middle of the fight got going is when he started getting pieced up a little bit.
a little bit. But he's also in his like emotional bag. He's just like, man, I can't believe I have to do this.
But I don't know how y'all felt about the tone switch that the Arthur locked in with him. I'm not mad at it. I love that side of him that goes to sleep, but the fact that it's present while he's awake now, not just asleep, I mess with it because I didn't need him running around this Infinity Castle crying and being scared. And then until he knocked out, like it was like, yo, this is the mission. Ain't no time for crying here.
Exactly, bro. Yeah. Like they finally made part of the show where Zenitsu's not annoying, bro. Like base Zenitsu. I was so happy. I was like, man, he hit every note he needed to. He wasn't whining, complaining. Even in the flashbacks, he wasn't really unbearable either. It just felt like, spoiled little kid, but he kind of grows up out of it. So, like, perfect Zenitsu movie, honestly, in my opinion. This whole stretch for him was perfect.
Ah, damn. We've missed about the Shinobu flashback. We forgot about that.
Oh, true.
That flashback was good. About knowing her sister. And that's what made it even more sadder that she didn't win. Because her sister died to the same person. And then the thing she said at the end that her sister probably truly went and said, like, you're not strong enough to beat him. But she showed up and said, man, if you're going to die, stand on 10 toes. Get your ass up. that was pretty cool just to give you that.
Like, that was the other thing too that made you feel like she was gonna win? Her sister pulls up and she's just like, "You can do this. Get up. You got this." She's like, "I do got this." Lose.
Not in that emotion though. I know. Very more serious and stoic.
But I'm like thinking about how it was like progressing. I was like, dang, man, she really did lose still.
Yeah. But moving back. Anyways, going back. Zenitsu, yes. The backstory was really good. I did not know this, but somebody was sharing with me. The guy he was fighting, I guess I didn't piece it together, but it was the same guy that betrayed the Stonehasher. What's his name? Guillaume. Yeah. It was the same guy that betrayed Guillaume a while back. I didn't piece that together until like now looking at it, I'm like, oh, it is that same bastard. And I think it's so cool that the writer literally gave him all the other flash steps except for one.
Exactly.
I think that's such a harder like counter for Zenitsu. Like it makes it a much stronger opponent for him. And I think that was really good.
But I really think it works for his character too, because the way that he was kind of presented is he likes being flashy. He likes people seeing his worth, right?
Yeah.
And Thunderclap and Flash, ironically with Flash in the name, is very simple and straightforward.
Yeah.
So he's just like, this isn't flashy enough for me. You don't got enough flair, enough pop, not enough splendor for me, So I could see why that is the antithesis of his personality, where Zenitsu is more of like a knuckle down and do it kind of guy.
Yeah, because
even though he's most of the time, but
but I feel like that's not, because imagine Zenitsu being like that 24/7 in the group though.
That being the more serious kind?
Yeah,
I would love it.
No, that bro, I feel like I like the annoying, especially when I was watching the episodes again. But it was so funny when he pulled up episode 1 or 2 and he saw Nezuko. And then Nezuko!
Bro, I cannot be the only one that despises that ship. I'm sorry, bro. I don't see it.
No, as soon as he read to her, she goes, "Hi, Inosuke." I'm like, no, that's the best. Hi, Inosuke. He's like, "I'm gonna kill that guy."
Bro, man. Like when you had that one scene of like Tanjiro like running around like trying to like, "No, Zenitsu, stay away from her." Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, stop him, Tanjiro, stop him, stop him."
But yeah, going back, man. I love that Zenitsu fight, man. That was really good. That dude put up a hell of a fight too. Don't get me wrong; they were very strong.
Sorry, real quick, you mentioned the first move. I want to go back to that real quick, because like when he started, he did his first attack, and Zenitsu just like pops up on the other side of him. And like, bro, too slow, bro. You think you're dealing with?
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
When Zenitsu had to let him know, like, this ain't going to end the same. Like
you think I'm soft, bro? Yeah. You don't know me for real.
Yeah. I love when characters do that, and then the villain realize, like, oh shit, oh he changed.
Yeah, like, okay, I gotta lock in. Whoa,
yeah.
And lock in he did, because after that he proceeded to
he put belt to ass a little bit.
Around a little bit.
He showed why he was considered the second or the first prodigy, or like one half of the prodigy, and he had real good talent. It's just he was just a cunning, all by himself, like wiggle weasel. Like it was just
no loyalty.
He had no backbone. No backbone.
I will say though, because he was bowed sat in front of Kokoshibo, and Kokoshibo was just like, "Bro, drink this blood or die."
No. Kokoshibo had the illest lines. I'm sorry, bro. I have not seen much about this guy, but he's already one of my faves. He said, "If any blood is to drop before it touches the ground, I will slit your head off." I was like, God damn.
Bro, I like the way he was like holding it. I was like, bro, you better cup your hand. There better not be a single seed, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, I would have drank that shit too. Because at first I didn't piece it that he was the other guy. So while in the movie when I'm watching it, I'm like, Zenitsu, I don't think you realize who was in front of him, why he had a switch. But now seeing who he is, he would have been switched. It didn't even need Kokoshiba to be there for him not to switch.
He would have, for sure.
Been switched for
but
power.
I'm just saying, like, if it was anybody else, if it was me, I don't know, bro. Sheesh, what about that?
That fight, this middle fight was a little quicker.
Yeah, it was short, but it was good.
But the climax of it was good, but it wasn't as much climatic as the first one. What do you say? Because I feel like the first one had a little bit more emotion, even though Zenitsu had a little bit more emotional. He was like, "Why did you change on Gramps?" And he's like, "Bro, I don't care about that guy."
I will say, as far as the emotional sides go, when he was first yelling, this goes back to the sub voice actor. But I know Alex E is a great voice actor. Don't get me wrong; he's fantastic. But in every single dub I watch, They normally do pretty good at the serious scenes. Sometimes they can do pretty good at the funny scenes.
Yeah.
But I always find the really emotional scenes, it just doesn't hit as hard for me in English as it does for the sub. Because in the Japanese, when Zenitsu was saying like, hey, you let our grandfather die alone.
Yep.
He stabbed himself in the stomach and bled out a slow, excruciating death. How could you do that?
Yeah.
Like you felt that, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that scene, I was like, dang, okay. Now I
felt
see
that,
why he's so pissed off.
And I was just like, I mean, the man still killed himself. What does he got to do with that?
You mean the other guy?
No, the grandpa. Yeah.
Yeah, but he killed himself because he betrayed him.
Because of the dishonor. Yeah. But I get that, but it's just like, whoa, that's a little extreme there, sir. Like,
no, bro. Okay.
I mean, their world is different. Don't get me wrong,
it's
but
a
in our
culture
reality, I'm like, what? That's a little. If I'm him, I'm like, man, ain't got nothing to do with me.
Nah, bro. It does though,
It's
because
a cause and effect.
it's his son. It's his son, pretty much. Like,
Yeah, I know.
He raised them, and like to see your son not just go off on a different path, but to turn to an evil, psychopathic murderer demon, like a literal demon.
Hey,
I could see a father getting so depressed, bro.
He should have done some research about him. He would have found out about his past.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean for the Gyome?
Yes.
I mean, I guess.
He was willing to sacrifice all these kids just to save his life.
Yeah, I guess.
Which he did. He did. Yeah. Nah, bro. Nah. I get it. But yeah, that fight was epic. I did love the part where Zenitsu got to talk to the Gramps.
Yeah, in the afterlife.
Yeah. The only thing I wish was he said more than just what he said. Like, I wish he would have said a little bit more.
Oh,
he
the
was
Gramps?
just like, the Gramps was basically, he was just like,
you are my pride and joy.
Yeah. I wish he would have been like, I get it, bro. No, don't stop blaming yourself. You're good. Da 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 da. I think that's it.
I think that was encompassed in it. I think the way he looked at him and how he's crying, he's like, Zenitsu, you are my pride and joy. He's like, you're perfect.
Yeah.
Like you've done everything you need to do.
It's like saying so much with less, basically.
Exactly.
But it does good. The other thing that I did mess with though, I ain't gonna lie, when Buddy died and the other demon pulled up on him.
Oh, yes.
Nah, you gonna die alone.
He's just like, no, it's not even just that he said it. He was just like, man, you got no friends and you gonna die alone. That's embarrassing. I was like, bro.
Because he was like, yes, this is as a win for me anyways. He's gonna die to his fall. And Buddy says, nah, you gonna die alone. Go. And he's like, I can't say nothing. His face is burning.
I was like, bro, that was so petty.
So perfect, bro.
I loved
so
it.
perfect. And shout out to him for pulling up. And it is so funny that one thing I would say I do like before we get to the next fight is the corpse, the other guys pulling up from the demon corpse, the little one.
So I think that's his ability that's doing that too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because he had the cat and everything before too, so he could see. I'm pretty sure I said, you can fact check me and make sure, but he's the one that gave them, I think, the slips of paper with the eyes, has it on all the crows, so that the people in the core who are writing and doing all the maps and everything can see and verify what's going on.
I thought that was the kids doing.
No, I think he's using his ability, but the kid is kind of heading it up.
That's pretty cool.
Because it's a demon blood art.
Okay.
So, yeah. But I'm just like, bro, they locked in. They were just like, don't cry, pay attention. We need to detail every inch of this castle.
Man,
it's infinite.
Listen, bro.
We doing it anyways.
Shout out to the leader that passed away. Demon. Like he put a good plan in motion. And Guillaume is probably one of the best right hand man. He just is carrying out. Not only is he carrying out on like mission wise, putting a plan together, he's on the field. Like when I see every time they let him pop in, it was destructive. Like, damn, like, he's there. The only thing I'm like, bro, please don't waste too much energy, please. But that's why I love they brought all the other lower tier demon slayers just to come help out.
They were doing their thing
they
too.
Are. The workouts were paying off.
Yeah, like when they like Gyome and Miyoshiro or things. I keep messing up his name. But when they pulled up and they started to fight in the demon core, like, no, you need to save your son. We got this. I love
that. You know what that remind me of? Wano, when they were trying to get Luffy to the top of the roof.
Yeah, that's
like, I love that.
I really love that too.
Yeah.
Even seeing like what's his name? The little kid that was with Tanjiro back in like Rui's forest, and then you see him every now and then.
Yeah,
that has like the water breathing.
Yeah,
how he did like the form 2, and he's like, ha.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, they were jumping them demons together. That was teamwork.
But it looks so like, I guess, childish the way he did it. I I'm just like, the way Tanjiro does it is always hype. The way he does it, it looks just like, oh,
you know, the Arthur can't give him that much aura.
I know.
You gotta show like you can do it too, but you can't do it like them two.
That was funny though.
Which is perfect transition to our. You know what? This was a good duo, Tanjiro and Giyu. Hey,
bro.
Hey. Water.
Oh yeah, the double water.
He's doing every like
stance.
No stance, but every like opposite move to balance their moves together with Tanjiro. And it's like Tanjiro does 2, he does 4. Tanjiro does this, he does that. And I was like, oh,
bro, Tanjiro's cool. Just like, bro, he's so goated. Every move I throw out, he that's what he's doing. And Tanjiro immediately does another move to perfectly, to perfectly like complement it.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say though is, like I mentioned at the beginning with starting with the Shinobu fight, how when she died, I felt like no one is safe. As soon as we flash back to Tanjiro and Giyu, the entire time I was just like, bro, Giyu don't die. Giyu don't die, please. You're my favorite.
I didn't think he was gonna die. I didn't think he was gonna die. I felt it too a little bit, but I was like, I don't think he's gonna die. I think him and Tanjiro they're gonna figure it out. But I also kept thinking like Tanjiro's gonna help him unlock. Like he's with Tanjiro, so he's gonna sooner or later get the low mark. But I didn't think he was gonna die. But man, even when he did power up, listen, bro.
Speaking of, let's get into that too. Because at first, okay, let me set up the scene. You got Tanjiro, Giyu running. They're listening out, trying to figure out what's going on with the crows and everything. You see like a boom, boom.
Oh
boom,
my god!
Boom. It's getting closer and closer. At first, I thought it was Gyome.
No. I thought it was the number 1.
Kokushibo?
Yes. Yeah. I was scared. I was like, who is pulling up?
Bro, I thought it was because we saw Gyome earlier blasting through the walls in my head. I'm like, oh, it's Gyome. All right, they're going to meet up. Maybe going to have a big fight. And then now you just see Akaza, boom. And I'm just like,
I ain't going to lie. I love when anime characters, MCs have a rival. It was on sight. As soon as Akaza pulled up, he said, Tanjiro. And then Tanjiro's like, Akaza. And he went to work.
Again with the subject. Like, Akaza.
And then Gyome is like, peak. Gyome is like, oh, it's that guy. Giyu. Yeah. Giyu's just like, he's kind of like there's no emotional like attachment of anger for him.
No.
So he's just kind of reacting like, all right, who's this guy?
Upper 3? All right. He's probably this strong. Okay, let's do this.
Let's do this. Yep.
I will say, even then, that beginning exchange, Tanjiro was doing his thing.
He was. But I'll say this though, before we get into the real goodness of this fight. One thing that was clear and really clear was even early on when they were falling, Tanjiro is not at the level where he needs to be yet. To me,
just barely. I think just barely.
But still, even the fact like he couldn't like figure out where to land, and the dude had to save him. Giyu had to save him. So to me, even throughout the fight, I was just like, "Oh, you still got some work to do."
Yeah,
like you're there, but even with his body wise and everything, I'm glad they're not doing this, but please do not do the Deku thing, man, where you always breaking limbs. Like, let's not do that, man. This is like a real fight.
If the Hashira are like level 100, I think Tanjiro's right there, like level 85 or so. Yeah.
Because
like,
even somebody, I think in the show is like, he's pretty much, I think Akaza recognized like, he pretty much on par with the Hashiras.
Yeah.
Like at the level.
No, it was a Giyu. Giyu said like it'd be a lie to say that you aren't pretty much at Hashira level, bro. You can't die here.
Yeah, literally. He just still needs it's the experience I get. I would say.
Think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
But let's get into it, man. This fight was really good. This was a 2-on-1.
Oh yeah,
2-on-1, and it was against Akaza. We all knew Akaza was special ever since we saw him defeat our that guy right here. If you could see him,
Rengoku.
If you could see him, ever since we saw him destroy Rengoku, we knew whoever was gonna have to fight this man, you need more than just cutting his throat, because even cutting his throat was not enough.
Bro, man. I will say, like, his regeneration.
Yeah.
Insane, bro.
Man, his regeneration, his offense and defense, his sense of the battle.
Bro.
Like, everything he said, he just, like Tanjiro described it perfectly if you're watching. Like, bro, this dude is like a magnet to your hits, your fight. He evades. It was just like, how are y'all going to defeat this man?
Bro. Like, when Tanjiro cut off his arm, he's like, oh, like instant. He cut it in his face. Zoom. Didn't even fall off immediately. Yep. I'm just like, bro, how do you deal with this guy, bro?
No, literally.
Like, it's so fast. Like, you don't even get a moment to breathe. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, The regen, I think, is one of the coolest I've seen in anime in a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, like, even later on, you see his feet get cut off, immediately regrows, hits the ground, goes flying in. He's so cool, bro.
Yes. But between that first exchange with him and Tanjiro, he automatically was like, oh, Tanjiro, you grown up.
Oh, yeah,
you're not the little bratty kid that was crying when I was whooping feet.
Yeah, you couldn't even participate last time. Now you on the field, big dog.
Yeah, you could fight.
Yeah,
and then immediately he adapts to Tanjiro's new strength. And like he was going back and forth, but then you can really tell the fight right now, where the fight was at least, was, oh no, this is Giyu versus Akaza.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Tanjiro was just if y'all played Naruto, y'all played Dragon Ball Z, any fighting games, he was the assist character. Like you threw in real quick to do a quick attack, but then you had the main character just doing all the moves, all the fights, and then you use that one character real quick to don't come here real quick or something.
Bro, I do love like when he we're going into the pose and he would just always strike like a different martial arts pose.
Yeah,
like he be like ready, like all right, we're doing like blood demon art, explosive like type. Like, and I was just like, bro, every single hit he threw out looks so sick, bro.
It did.
Oh my god, it looked deadly too.
Yeah.
Like again, I was in the 4D theater. You could feel the force. Right, every hit he threw, boom, like the entire room would like shake, bro.
Damn, I might have to see it again.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, the 4D was crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I love his the orbs or the bracelet they had on his ankles. Like his design is like still like one of the coolest designs I've seen of the upper moon. Outside of Doma, you said his name was Doma. I like Doma's eyes and the hat thing. Like the colors is pretty nice.
Don't we talk about his backstory either?
Yeah,
that's when he was a kid and like how they like worshipped him.
Yeah, and he's like, y'all are stupid.
He's like, he's not wrong though.
Yeah, he's like
they're out here saying I can talk to God, bro, and I don't hear no voices.
And I think the fact that none of that like caused any trauma to him or made him sad is he stayed just like touching your head even when there were bones. That's crazy.
I think he's a psychopath. Bro.
Yeah,
I think
too.
like
no, I think he is too. He legit.
He like enjoys the suffering of others. Maybe not. Maybe more sociopath. Like he doesn't understand the feelings of others. Maybe I don't know.
He just didn't have one screw in his head. That's it. Yeah. But he still took care of him. Like, oh, okay, y'all are bones. Let me clean you. But yeah, going back to the fight. He recognized Tanjiro was stronger. Tanjiro was putting some good combos. He was evading the attack very early on. And then Akaza was adapting to the both of them.
Yeah, because he tried to use his move he used to dodge the first hit.
Yeah.
He was not going to dodge. You had to come and be like, yeah, slice.
And then there was a split second where Tanjiro, like he got hit and he got lost, and it was just Akaza and Giyu. I ain't gonna lie, Giyu was putting some work.
He was, bro. Oh my gosh.
That whole fight, majority. If you ask who got the most time with Akaza during the fight, it was Giyu. But who had some more effective like hits? Tanjiro, for sure.
Like every time Giyu came in, it's like, how would I explain this? It's like watching somebody who's like at the peak of their game, like an incredible fighter, but they're going up against somebody who has infinite stamina and like infinite health.
Infinite strength too.
Yeah, but it's just like a matter of time. You're just wearing yourself down until you're eventually going to lose no matter how skilled you are.
Yeah.
That's just like, bro, he was putting in so much work, but it was doing nothing.
Because it felt like, in boxing term to me, Giyu was just the finesse fighter. Like he was jab, 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 jab. But Akaza had that knockout punch that could just take you out, or body blow that would just take you down. You wouldn't recover, and the whole time you're jabbing, he's feeling nothing.
Yeah, so, bro. You're trying to get little hits in there, and then you're dodging. But if you get hit once, that's it.
Done.
So it's like, man. Yeah. Even speaking of that too, there was one attack Tanjiro dodged, and his nose started bleeding. He's like, bro, I got barely grazed by it.
Hell yeah.
Sheesh.
Hell yeah. Now, the peak of the fight, when Tanjiro, I love when Tanjiro does this, when he just sat there and was like, yo, think. I was like Jimmy Neutron, think. Brain blast. And he was sitting there and he was just like, what did he say? Oh, spiritual. I could feel your spirit, your fighting spirit. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. He started tapping in and then having the memories with his dad. I love whenever he has memories with his dad, y'all. That's when you know Tanjiro's about to turn up.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Because it's like, and also speaking of that, the flashback with his dad. When you see him and the bear,
bro,
and he's like, "Yo, Tanjiro, get up. We going out."
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Bear, I know you're hungry. There's no food for you in here. If you try to come in here, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Rop.
And And his dad, you could tell, was so noble and so like he's peace, and he's on his like, look, like Guillaume, listen, you cross this line right here, like Ty said, you cross this line right here, it's GG's.
That's your life, bro.
That's your life. But I'm letting you know, if you turn back, you're good. Nah, fuck your life.
Yeah, he's like, this is the border between life and death. Your choice. And he's like, it's not personal. I got no maliciousness against you. Yeah. I'm not angry at you. I'm
protecting my family.
Cross this line, that's your life.
Yeah. And the fact that he double cut them
on the upswing and the downswing.
Yes. Yo, that was like, damn. 2 for 1.
Like Tanjiro was just, I don't even know what I looked at back then. Like,
yeah, and Tanjiro playing it, he noticed it in his memories versus like back then, he didn't even notice it.
He's like, dang, thinking back on it, I think he cut that bear twice.
Yeah. Sheesh. And then that locked in. My friend Rod said it was at that moment he felt like Tanjiro went to Ultra Instinct.
Low key, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Low key, he's just like the transparent world is what they called him. Is that what they called it in the dub too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like he just like out of body experience where he can like feel the electricity firing through all of his nerves. He can like see his opponents, all of that going on too. Every movement they make is like slow motion.
Yeah.
And you see as the fight continues on, he pretty much starts perfectly like moving and weaving Akaza's attacks.
Man, that was so dope. I didn't if Tanjiro had more stamina, bro, and he was as old as Giyu and he had that, I was just like, the fights would have been crazy because when he was like, wow, I could see everything. Like maybe they're like, I thought he was like, or maybe they're just too slow. I was like, oh shit.
Low-key, like he said it without saying it.
I was like, Tanjiro, is that you? Like you getting out there, buddy.
I will say one thing I want to point out too with Akaza is high key. As much as I do think he was putting in some effort, I do think Akaza was kind of playing with his food a little bit.
Yeah,
because when Giyu went to strike him, and Akaza was like, bing, just broke his sword, and like that to me didn't feel like it was like, oh, I happened to do it. Whoo, good, finally. That felt like, yeah, that's enough of that. Like, I felt like he was just, okay, let's get rid of that.
Yeah.
Instantly, bing.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
It felt like he could have probably did it the whole fight, is what you're saying. Yeah, I felt like that too, where when he did it, like, maybe he just didn't have the opening to do it, but now that he did, he knew he could break the sword. Because Giyu was like, oh shit. And then the fact that Giyu was still able to do his moves with the broken sword is pretty cool too. But I did feel like, going back to the little fight, when, I ain't gonna lie, when Giyu was like, Tanjiro saved me? Like, Tanjiro saved me? I was like, yeah.
Oh, snap. I got to put some respect on his name now.
And then when he was on the ground and Giyu was about to, I guess, finish him, and Giyu did not see Tanjiro. When Giyu did his final blow.
Yeah.
And he thought he got everybody. He's like, I commend you. You survived. And you just see Tanjiro's shadow in the back like the boogeyman just standing back there. I was like, oh my God.
Bro, the whole audience was like, yo.
Yeah. And the whole time Tanjiro was probably just going like this. Dodging everything, and Akaza, and he could see Akaza's like color and everything, and then he just walks slowly behind him like the boogeyman he is. We know that demon is inside of you, Tanjiro. We know it's there. And then everybody went crazy for real. Bro, that was insane.
And then stinking Tanjiro, bro. Akaza!
Oh my!
I'm gonna cut your head off now,
bruh. The amount of people that lost it in the theaters when he did that, I was just like, why would you give him the drop? Tanjiro's so honorable. Like he did not want the cheap shot. Yeah. Like when I think about it, he's just honorable. He's just like, nah, I want to cut your neck, and you know I cut your neck. Because I don't want to do it, and you don't, and surprise you.
You know, low-key, I do think that Tanjiro would have done it in some other cases too.
Yeah,
I think partially it's particularly because it's Akaza. I think especially with Akaza's love for fighting and battle, I think Tanjiro's like, I need to beat you.
Yeah.
I need to be superior than you. Yeah, because not just to beat you in a fight, but also to crush your spirit a little bit.
Yeah. Because he's like, it's different if I sneak you and do it when you don't notice me. But if I do it when you notice, which even after he gave the drop up, he still got it. He still got it. So it's like fair and square. Like, and Akaza acknowledged that later on.
Yeah.
Which leads us to Akaza backstory.
Yeah. Which some people I saw were kind of complaining about the placement of the backstory. First of all, I'm like, if you were surprised by this is Demon Slayer, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna get the backstory
I'm not surprised
before they
by
die.
it. It's just, it felt one of the longer backstories.
It was
one of the longest backstory. Like it's up there with the one when him and Tekken fought the two siblings. That one was pretty long. Yeah, that one was pretty long too, but not as long. Akaza's felt the longest, but I guess you could tell we probably gonna get it because, like I said, the fact we got Akaza and Mugen Train at the end, and then now, and it's something that we all been waiting for to see.
And they've been dropping crumbs in the movie, like when you see his master earlier after Tanjiro says something, and he's just like,
which his master was funny too. He was, and his master really, I just beat the villain out of you, didn't I?
Yeah, bro.
He's like, I'm a criminal. Didn't I beat the criminal out of you?
Or you gonna try to do that again?
I'll beat your ass again.
Bro, even the way he beat him, I was like, that was not necessary, bro. Yeah. You were just like, counter. I'm like, okay, he was already down.
Nah, he had to let him know, like yo, get this. I'm superior. Like, you may be strong, you beat 6-7 adults. Yeah, but I ain't the one.
Yeah, man, he pulled his life together. Yeah. He was good. He was about to get married. Yeah, he was just like, bro, you know what? I'm gonna go visit my dad just to let him know I'm living the dream he wanted from me.
Yep, damn humans, bro. See, this is where to me I feel like some of these characters, some of them turn, except being a demon because of the harsh life they live as a human. And I don't even know. Do you feel like that gives them the excuse? Because some of them got treated pretty bad. Like Akaza did change his life, even though, yes, he was a thief, but he was doing it for a good reason. But it still doesn't excuse you being a thief. But I get it. You need money. Your dad is sick, and that's the only way. Your mom is gone. They say his mom didn't die. I don't know. Yeah. So it's like,
I will say, like, at that age, especially as a kid, he doesn't know any better. He doesn't have any other options.
Yeah.
So he's just doing it to survive. Exactly. And, like, the government there's not helping. But what I will say is, after becoming a demon, you're not just hunting down and hurting people that hurt you. You're killing innocent people.
He did kill innocent people. There is no justification. That part, there's no justification, but he did lose a whole part of himself.
True. He lost all his memories.
All his memories, yeah. And they pushed him to the edge. They killed they poisoned his master as well, which killed the master and his fiance that he was about to get married, which is crazy because I could tell she was going to fall for him after when she asked him about the fireworks. I was like, yeah, my boy got it. Yeah. He didn't even notice. And then the master was like, yeah, man, come on. My daughter, man. My daughter wants to marry you, bro.
Be my son-in-law, bro.
Yeah. Yo, his master must have been real strong. The fact that they had to rely on poisoning him, and he was beating people's ass with swords, with knives, and they still couldn't beat him.
Yeah, because around that time, you see, like, they're doing, like, a little spar thing, like Akaza and the master, and, like, Akaza lands a hit on him, and the master's like, all right, you got that. Good hit. All right, good hit. So it's like, to me, it's still like, the master's still stronger, but Akaza's kind of there. Yeah. So to me, Akaza, when I tell you, he was
going, that dog before it.
My understanding, he was just going around the local places like, hey, I don't know who did this, but I'm going to kill whoever it was. He's like, I'm going to wipe out the whole group.
Yeah, the lady was just like, excuse you, where are you going? Shut up, bitch. That's what I wanted to, but he was like, nope. The first guy's like, what do you think?
Bro, no, like, that was the cleanest. Like, it was right on the chin. Bing, knocked out. And I was like, ooh, he on demon timing right now.
And that's when the birth of him being a demon.
Oh, yeah. 67. Also, the pull-up with Muzan, too. Bro. Muzan's just like, I came out here because I heard there was a demon attack, and I ain't said nobody. Just to see it was a lowly human. Yeah. Because I was like, who you talking to? I will kill you. Face gone.
Muzan's like, listen, I'm the real demon. Yup. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Muzan be recruiting some motherfuckers now. He's a good coach. Yeah, Akaza's a star player.
He saw the potential.
The fact when he died, even the number one of the upper moons acknowledged, like, oh shit, Akaza. Well, I guess you really have a backbone to be a villain, huh? Yeah, it's like, nah, he didn't, bro, because he was really a good guy that just got taken advantage of after he got set off because of the humans, and then he lost his memory in the process when moves on, stuck his hand in his head, and then Tanjiro. That's the good thing about Tanjiro. He helped him remember.
Yeah, man. Because honestly, if it wasn't for that, they had no chance. Because we cut back from this old flashback, and you just see as Akaza like tries to pull his head back onto his body, bro. And everybody's like, bro, no.
Giyu's like, bro, stop.
And then Giyu comes in and he throws the sword through the face and it falls. And I remember immediately what I clocked. I was just like, dang, Akaza's bad at dodge and throwing swords. The same thing happened to Mugen Train when Tanjiro threw the sword and stabbed him in the back. But then from there, we think we're good. Okay, the head fell.
We're done.
Then we just see as the sealed head like regenerates itself and his body gets up and is still moving.
Yo, that reminded me immediately Demon Slayer Pito.
Yes, 100%.
I was like, yo.
Like, we thought we were good. Nope.
And it was better than Pito because the Pito's body was just off of just reaction. It had no sense, but his body had sense, like to what it was doing. Like it immediately was like, we need to kill Tanjiro. Because remember, he was like, everything in my fiber is telling me kill Tanjiro now.
He will be dangerous.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, this would be out of it a little bit, but this is just me. This is because I'm really nitpicky with this stuff. But I'm like, how is he hearing? If they're talking, I'm like, how is he? Okay, well, I'll let it go.
And the thing is, the one thing I was gonna say too is, I thought that's when we was gonna get the drop of Muzan. I thought that would have been a perfect time to like Muzan like feeling Tanjiro tap into something he shouldn't have tapped into, and that's when I was like, oh, we got the drop on him. Like he reveals himself, like the first time when Tanjiro's scar went off and it went all the way back to him. I thought that same thing was gonna happen, and then I was gonna be able to like, where did tremendous power come from? And everyone was like, oh, we felt it over there.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought somebody else was gonna pull it. Because no one Demon Slayer, like, I thought we were gonna have like an invincible scene where like we think we're in the calm after the storm, and then you just see like in this guy Conquest just like
I did, yeah.
Stand ready for my arrival, worms. I was just
bro, I kept thinking what's his name? Yoshiro?
Kokoshibo?
Yeah, I kept thinking he was gonna pull up.
I still think
this man's the real boogeyman, bro.
He is, bro.
Because I'm seen the scene. And he cut out all the billboard, all the boulders around him.
He just like, and everything just crumbled.
Even the number 2 Upper Moon was like, damn, Akaza died? Oh, man. That sucks. Oh, well.
What was I doing again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, killing you.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor girl.
Because they all recognize power. And I guess him dying, he really died because he wanted to. And he admit that, yo, Tanjiro won. He got my neck off. It's fair and square. I'm done. And then in the flashback, everybody was fighting for him. Even Muzan was fighting like, yo, where you going? I need you.
Exactly. And
that to me showed me something.
Oh, yeah.
When Muzan showed up, Muzan never showed up for anyone's flashback. Muzan's like, you promised me. Like, where
weren't you going to be the strongest?
And then he was like, oh, who cares if he cut my neck? I'm just gonna regenerate. Who cares? I'm just gonna win. And he's like, nah, bro. The girl put up, come home.
Exactly.
Come home. Somebody told me he went to heaven. I thought he went to hell.
You see, because he said, or actually the master said, yeah, you can't come with us, but like.
Yeah, but then when it changed and there was like, come home, that meant like, because he saw them. Yeah, when I was talking to Des earlier, she was like, because when she saw them and they're like, welcome home, and they were showing all the peace thing, that he went to heaven with them. Like he got forgave.
Yeah. Jesus can forgive your sins too.
Because technically he got taken advantage of because of his situation. Because I think if low key, he did murder 67 people, so he still was gonna go.
Okay, but those were also murder. He took it into his own hands. Don't get me wrong. But like they were not like good people.
He didn't do an eye for an eye. He did an eye for 67 eyes times 2.
Maybe hot take. If you murder my father figure and my fiance, and I don't care if you were the one who added the poison to the well, if you knew about it, if you were complicit in it, you just as guilty.
Yeah. If
I'm
you
just saying.
all knew. Yeah, no, they were haters, bro.
Yeah, bro.
They really didn't like the fact that the dad, his master worked for it and got headed
Exactly.
to it. They wanted the dojo, and it was like, bro, come on, bro.
And then also too, low key, if you got weapons and I can walk in there and beat you with my bare hands,
haters,
you ain't deserve to live anyways, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
They were just haters. They got beat by the student and the master, and they still was hating.
I'm just saying,
they had to realize the
bare
poison.
hands, bro. Like he paused, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Blocking the sword fights, taking them out one by one. Like when they say they walked in, it was a nightmare.
No, for real. So now, I mean, we rated the. Did we rate the?
Yeah. We didn't rate the Akaza fight. That is my 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's my 10.
That's
out of 10.
my 10 out of 10.
Yes.
We didn't rate the Zenitsu fight.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
Yeah.
No, 9 out of 10.
Not just because it was so short, honestly. Just because it was so short.
Yeah, I could see 8 out of 10. So 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's my list. That's my list.
I felt like that Akaza fight was the best fight. That one.
I think
that one is what they were holding
wise,
for.
like the emotions
sounds,
behind it. Yeah,
bro. Douche. Like, yo.
Well, like the way we figure everything out, the little power boost we got for Tanjiro too.
Yup.
So it's all coming
Even
together.
Giyu awakening,
Yeah,
but
the
Akaza
mark,
adapting
yeah.
immediately is crazy.
Bro, man.
I thought the mark was really gonna make a difference the way they were talking about it in the past season, and it was like, damn.
So that actually brings up what I was going to talk about too. Like the way that Akaza's ability works seemed very similar to Rudo from Gachi Okuda.
Yeah,
when
you were
in
saying
that one episode with Jabber, when he unlocked like the artifact, and he was like, it just automatically moves me out of the way, and I can like land my hits. Like it seems very similar to that, but maybe like dialed up for Akaza.
Yeah.
So like that's really interesting. The parallels there.
Yeah, that killer man. He's the one man I was just like, yo, he died honorable. Like,
Yeah, he did.
He really could have won that fight.
He could have, bro. Like,
I mean, no, to me, he basically won and just killed himself.
he did. He turned the attack on himself and he stopped himself from regenerating.
Which was crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy work.
Now, question: out of all the characters in the movie here, who do you think was the MVP? Who put in the most work?
The most work? Damn. That's kind of tough. I'm gonna give it a Giyu.
I think Giyu's my easy pick, bro.
Easy MVP.
Like, but I tell you, like, bro was fighting for his life.
Yeah.
Like, even when his sword broke, he was still fighting for his life. When Tanjiro was knocked out, he's like, bro, you want to get through him? You gotta get through me first. Man, Giyu was that guy.
He kept going. Even when we were afraid for him, he kept going.
And he cemented himself as my favorite Hashira. He was already my favorite Hashira. But
I ain't gonna lie. Because I love Zenitsu, he's the only one. Even though it was a lower Hashira, he's the only one that took out Hashira out by himself.
You mean Upper Moon?
Upper Moon, sorry. Yeah.
He was the weakest one, and he just got his powers. I'm not trying to be a hater, but I'm just saying they are not the same. All right, Akaza and that guy, not the same, bro.
Not the same.
And also, not even just that too, but Zenitsu was also intimately familiar with all of his skills and abilities.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was really stacked in Zenitsu's favor.
It was a one-on-one, but yeah, we'll give it a Giyu. Giyu did his thing. Yeah, we'll give it a Giyu. Oh, but we do got, we're gonna hop in our Discord. We do got some members who might come in here to chat with us. Let me see if anybody come in here.
Yeah, and of course, for any future episodes that we have, if you want to potentially be featured on the episode, hop into the Discord. We're talking in there all the time. We got all sorts of conversations, debates. We got current events going on too. So let's hop in there and let us know what your opinions are.
Let me see once these guys join in. I think Jay told me to at him. At Jay. Let's see.
As you're looking that up, though, I do got one other question in terms of Demon Slayer. What character are you most looking forward to in the following movies?
Oh, in the following movies?
Yeah.
You know who? The number one Upper Moon.
Oh, Kokushiba?
Yes, bro. I want to know what he could. I'm looking for the matchup of Kokushiba and the Stone Hashira. That's the heavyweight I want to see.
You think they're going to fight?
Zenime and him.
Zenime?
Zenmei, the Saname.
Yeah.
But I think Saname is gonna fight the lunatic.
Lunatic?
Yeah, the one that defeated Shinobu.
Oh, Doma.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know what the fights are gonna be. I've been spoiled on one thing. I'm not gonna say it here, but I've been spoiled on one thing. But other than that, I don't know anything about the matchups or how things are gonna play out. So, like,
that would be my guess because. It has to be because how does Tanjiro recover now? He's knocked out. Giyu's knocked out. They're drenched. Zenitsu's knocked out. So it's just like there's only a couple fighters really left.
That actually brings us to my character who I'm really looking forward to, Inosuke, bro. I'm ready for Inosuke to pop out. I want to see what he does, bro. Who he gonna fight?
Here was the question that I saw earlier was, is Zenitsu the clear flat number 2 behind Tanjiro in the trio?
No.
Of Inosuke, Zenitsu, and Tanjiro. We know Tanjiro's number 1. Why do you say no? I feel like Zenitsu has showed us so much.
Bro, he only got one thing. Move fast. That's it.
It's effective.
It is effective. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying Inosuke got variety, bro.
He does.
I can tell where everything is. I can fit into these tiny little spaces. I can move my organs around. Oh, well, I'm super flexible. Look.
Wise words were always told to me by Mr. Bruce Lee. You can either be the guy that knows 7,000 moves or the guy that practiced one move 7,000 times. And that guy's gonna be very effective with that one move.
Man, out of here, bro. Because Inosuke practiced those moves plenty, man.
Yeah, but in training, Inosuke got it. He's always the better because Zenitsu's complaint. But when it comes to fighting, when it's game time, Zenitsu shows up every time.
But so does Inosuke. When does Inosuke not show up, boy?
He does, but Zenitsu dubs look so much better.
No, bro. You just talking animation, bro. Man, I'm just saying, Entertainment
everything.
District arc. Zenitsu was great. Inosuke put in more work in the Entertainment District. He did. He just did, bro. He was more useful the entire way through. Zenitsu just helped get that last hit. Let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest.
Need the closer. That's what my boy is. He's a closer. He finishes.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes him right there number 3. That's his position, closer.
No, I think he's number 2. The fact he was shown first, but you know what? It's close. It might be a tie. I can't give him the edge, bro. But I'll say this though: out of all 3 of them, Inosuke looked like he was. I mean, Inosuke. You see, look, Inosuke. It's a tie. He looked like he was having fun.
Oh, he was.
Like, the little bit of screen time he got all around, like jumping, like he was just. This was his world. So. But still, the fact we seen our boy, I'm just saying. Now, when we see the rest of the movie in 2027,
I know it's gonna be a little minute.
Then we'll see how it fares. But I'll say this though, the Nezuko being almost turned into human with the thing.
Yeah.
The medicine's working on her
like
so
sick
far.
right
She's
now.
sick. We don't know if the medicine's gonna actually pan out.
I don't know. I would hope so. But I don't think it can, because then that just loses the win con for Muzan. And if Muzan loses win con, then that kind of kills the stakes.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah.
So we'll see, I guess, there too.
What's your thing on, do you think they figure out where Muzan is, his position, before he absorbed the other demon that he...
No. Or if they do, I don't think they stop him before he basically fully recovers.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to fully recover. Maybe they get there and they're trying to stop him, and then he fully recovers. And then he's going to put down whoever's there. And then somehow Tanjiro's going to have to get back up and go deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how.
My thing is the fact that we still got two strong ass upper moons, and we don't know who's going to deal with it. 3?
Because we have the upper 4, who's the one that's created the Infinity Castle.
True.
You don't forget about her.
And she just added a whole nother, she changed the whole thing, which is crazy, bro. Her powers is like, it's a bust. And like the kids were trying and they're like, damn, we just mapped all this out and she just changed it on us.
Yep.
Fast. So it's like, damn. So I'm wondering who's going to face on Muzan?
It has to be Tanjiro. It doesn't make sense for it to be anybody but Tanjiro.
Yeah.
But I don't know who else would do it. I feel like Muzan's definitely going to kill some of the Hashira. I don't know who it's going to be. He's going to kill somebody.
Hold on, let me see the lounge. I got in the wrong thing.
I hope Muzan doesn't kill Giyu, bro. I hope Giyu makes it to the end.
Oh, there we go. Jay?
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, what's going on, my friend?
Hey, man, did you get to watch the Demon Slayer movie?
Of course I did.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
Hold on. For everybody that don't know, we just had Jay join us from the Discord. Like we said, join our Discord and you might get a chance to join the combo. But go ahead, Jay.
What's it called? So what I thought of the movie?
Yeah.
No, I give that a 10 out of 10. That was amazing. They fit way more into the runtime than I thought. I didn't expect the runtime to be that long, to be honest. I was with Rico on that. That runtime was definitely long. I was getting worried. I'm over here, like, looking on my phone, like, oh, it's going to end. Because in my head, I'm thinking, oh, there's probably going to be, like, 10 minutes or so of credits or something. No, they ran that entire movie out.
I'm like, the credits literally lasted, like, 2 seconds. It was like, do. All right, get out of here.
No, there wasn't even credits.
Yeah,
during
that's
the
what I'm
whole
saying.
credits. They were just playing more of the movie.
Yeah. I was sitting there like, we going to get
hold
more.
up.
And it was just like, Tanjiro and Giyu have won. They defeated upper 3. I was like, let's go.
Let's go, man. Only 3 left. 3 left to go. We're almost there.
Which fight was your favorite fight, Jay?
Ooh, favorite fight for this movie? Definitely the Akaza fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
You got to see a whole exciting Giyu. Again, you guys know my hot take, and for the video or the live stream, Giyu stronger than Rengoku. I'm not hearing the slander, bro.
How you feel about that?
I would agree that Giyu is stronger than Rengoku in terms of overall fighting ability, but I don't agree with this mentality that Rengoku is somehow weak, bro. Rengoku is not weak.
No. I will not say Rengoku's weak. Rengoku's definitely strong. One, he was a bad matchup to Akaza, knowing what we know about his power set now. Yeah. But at the same time, like it was a huge debate in the Demon Slayer community whether or not like who was the strongest. They were ranking based off popularity polls and this and this. And in the anime itself, it's like like when Rengoku had died, they were like, dang, not even Rengoku could beat him because I guess in their eyes, Rengoku was like top 3 or so strongest. But then we get the Hashira training arc, and none of them really know how Giyu fight.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
But
that's
you got to remember in that training arc, Giyu thought he wasn't on their level. Like, he thought he didn't deserve to be on their level or to be a Hashira because he felt his friend Kodo or whatever his name was, he should have been the water Hashira. So... And that's the only reason. That's the only reason I feel like they didn't know how Giyu fights because Giyu didn't want to participate because he just felt like he wasn't worthy of it.
Yeah, I will say like
right. No, that's what I mean. Like that was the basis of like why they were always like power scaling between the Hashiras because they don't even know each other like that. When it came to Giyu, when Giyu and Sanemi started clashing during that arc, Sanemi was like, "Oh, so you can move like this?"
Yeah. No, the fact that he was keeping up with Asanami, it to me, it did put him somewhere up there. But I think if we got to see Rengoku in there too, I feel like, that matchup was bad. That matchup against Akaza is bad for anybody.
But also, don't get me wrong, because I feel like people forget this too. Rengoku did almost win that fight.
Yeah.
Because he twisted the sword back up and took it back. He was about to cut his head off. But then he just happened to break the sword right before he had the chance to. So I'm saying like, as much as yes, like Rengoku did lose objectively. Yeah. He came really close, low key.
But to be Devil's advocate, Giyu got a way stronger Tanjiro helping him.
That is true too.
Rengoku did not have a stronger Tanjiro. Like he had a baby.
I'll definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Although one thing again, I will say too, I do think Akaza was holding back a little bit. He likes to play with his food.
He do.
I was about to say the same thing. He definitely was holding back. He was playing around with Rengoku that entire fight. He wasn't even trying anything else.
One thing I mentioned earlier was
that was taking Giyu serious way earlier than he did with Rengoku.
No, I don't think so. Because again, my thing is later in the fight, Giyu snaps his sword literally like he could have done that at any point.
Yeah.
Like it was like child's play. He's like, all right, enough of that. Gone. Sword destroyed.
And he immediately adapted. But also...
Akaza definitely adapted fast, but I wouldn't say Akaza could have done that immediately, especially once Giyu had awakened the mark. Akaza could barely keep up with
that was not a barely keep up. That was not a barely keep up. Because again, my thing is, Akaza...
He had to acclimate, remember.
No, he does, but I think Akaza relies on his regeneration in a way where it's like, hey, as long as it's not my neck, I really don't care because I can just get it back instantly.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't think he's really trying to dodge. He's just like, all right, let's just have a good time. Boop, boop, boop. Attack.
And
boop,
on
boop,
top of that, one thing I would have to say, Akaza always acknowledged Rengoku.
He did.
I didn't feel like he acknowledged Giyu.
He definitely did. Because he was just like, you shouldn't die like Rengoku. You need to become a demon. He was giving them the same spiel.
Oh, okay. I guess I just didn't remember that part of it. But yeah.
So I think he acknowledged both of them.
Yeah, he did. But I don't know, man. I think it'd be a close matchup between Rengoku and Giyu for me.
One thing I will say who it would not be a close matchup for, bro, Shinobu would have gotten pieced up by Akaza, bro.
I feel like she's definitely at the bottom of the list.
No, I'm just saying Akaza would have hated her personality type. He's like, I hate weakness and cheap tricks.
No, wait, actually, no, the opposite. I mean, Akaza might kill her and stuff, but like not anything over the top because knowing what we know about Akaza and even before, he had that disgust that from Doma's perspective, like he doesn't hurt women.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. He doesn't hurt women.
I forgot about that. You're right.
Because somebody told me earlier he didn't go after any women when he was a demon either. So yeah, no,
fair enough.
I felt like the movie overall to me was good. The people watching the movie with me kind of ruined it a little bit for me. But even like gather my thoughts and talking to people about it, I could definitely see why people give it 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it was very good.
I got it 9 out of 10. And the only thing I deduct from it was when we got to the Akaza fight and Tanjiro is where I feel like the pacing just went a little bit south for me, just a little bit. It just felt like that was a long backstory. I ain't gonna lie.
I enjoyed the
backstory. It was definitely long, but it was long, but it was needed, and that's where I'll get into my second hot take, where it's like I can definitely see the flashback fatigue for like the throughout the movie stuff. Like there was some flashbacks that we just didn't like. Like I get we got to show like the Hashiras throughout, but like seeing Mushiro on the bed, we didn't need that. Seeing like 3 different angles of Shinobu's sister, we didn't need that.
Okay, I don't know about all that.
She was beautiful,
the
sir.
She was beautiful.
I'm not saying not to show Shinobu's sister, like, because we never really saw that scene, but we saw that scene 3 different times. We did not need it. Like, just show it all at once.
Yeah, they did.
No, because we come back, isn't like it kept kind of moving past.
Coming back and forth, yeah.
But I say the Miuchiro one, though, I do think we did need that because the movie did just pick up.
It.
I know, but that was previous. It's been a while. I'm saying we pick up with the series, like just starting immediately where season 4 left off, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like for a lot of people, especially people with shorter attention spans, you got to re-invoke kind of that emotional investment. And I think that was an easy way to give new content that still made you emotionally invested again and be like, oh, dang, bro, we need to kill these guys.
Nah, low key. But anyways,
I agree with that so much, and I do agree with that point. But at the same time, it's like I feel like we should see it when it comes time for his movie, or when he's actually in the movie.
Yeah,
I think seeing like the initial reaction once they enter the castle, but like at that, if you're gonna do it like that, do it for everybody. We didn't get that for everybody.
No, I think we got different things, but okay, it's fine. It's fine. Well, Rico got something too.
I do see Jack Boy in here. We're talking about that Demon Slayer, sir. Did you get to watch that? I don't know if you want to chime in and let us know if you liked the movie or you didn't get to see the movie, unless you're just listening.
I ain't get to watch it yet.
We spoiled it for you.
But all my friends, they've been told me about it before it even came out. They had the little website, so they've been watching it.
Okay.
They told me little pieces. Yeah, I'm just a little bitter because not they showing how it surpassed Pokemon, the first movie, and sales and everything. So I'm a little
what's it called? Oh, the second hot take I didn't get to the flashback fatigue. I definitely get that throughout, but like when it came to Akaza's backstory, there's like 2 ways Akaza's backstory could have played out. It was the way they did it, and then another way. But I think the way they did it was definitely one of the best. And if you get flashback fatigue from seeing that, like we needed to see that because in the story itself, like I feel like people were so caught up in the flashy fights, they didn't realize there was no way to beat Akaza. We needed his backstory because that's the only way he was gonna die. Oh, yeah. That boy transcended to Muzan levels where he didn't need a head anymore.
That is true. I'll give you that. We did need the backstory. In the middle of it, once we got at the end, it was the payoff of like the backstory. But like in the process of it, I was just like, damn.
It wasn't the middle of the fight. It was literally the end of the fight. We started getting the flashbacks, and it was over. There was nothing else to be.
No. The flashback itself is not bad. It's the fact that we had so many flashbacks here and there.
Oh, throughout the story. Yeah. That's what I was saying.
That's where at some point I'm like, man, this is a long ass episode.
But no, question on Akaza now. Do you think that when he got to that point where he could have, in theory, regenerated his head, let's say he didn't choose to give into his humanity, do you think that would have made him top 2?
Damn near.
Yeah, right?
Damn near.
At that moment, he like including Muzan or not including Muzan?
Not including Muzan. Muzan obviously.
Nah, we just talking about the top 2 in front of him.
At that very moment, he would have been number 1.
More than Kokoshibo?
I don't know about that.
Just at that very moment, because of what I know that's going to happen ahead is with Kokoshibo.
Okay, let's not get this
because at the end of the day, Akaza managed to lose his head and regenerate it. That's not a thing any other demon has besides Muzan.
Because they did say, I don't know why my nose is leaking. They did say that only Muzan has done that feat.
Yeah.
I think Giyu said it. There's no way only Muzan can still be alive after you cut off his head. And the only thing that could kill Muzan is the sun. So they did say that. So yeah, you are right, Jay. So he could have been number 1 at that point.
Dang.
Like maybe if you Kokoshiba was watching, people like, oh shit, I haven't done that.
No, but that's the point. Like we got to see how angry he was. He's like, bro, you transcended to that level just to go out. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
that's why he was pissed off at the end. He's like, weren't you supposed to beat me? Like, he was pissed because at that moment, Akaza could have beaten Goku.
That is true, because the way he spoke, it was really like he was saying like, damn, bro, like you were right there. Why did you just give up? Like you were tapping into some real power.
All right, let us know what you all think about that too online. Leave some comments if you think that Akaza is technically top one of the upper moons after that point.
Hey, damn near. But hey, man, Jay, we appreciate you for stopping by. We gonna close out this EP, and we'll tap in with you boys again. Jack Boy, appreciate you stopping by too. You gotta see that movie, man.
Yeah, guys. Just imagine how big Pokemon was in the 90s if Demon Slayer just not surpassed it. Like, just imagine how big it was.
That is true.
That is true, because they did 650 globally already.
Oh, and then, remember we talk about an era, no internet, no social media, bro. You just watch what's on the commercial. You go to the movies and you watch it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
That's why I be so
Pokemon's legendary.
That's why I be so big about.
I just want to mention this real quick. I know you're trying to end it up, but like, y'all got to do a little segment about how I feel like Demon Slayer's writing in this movie is kind of like, I feel like it's just not getting enough attention.
Nah, it's global. Everybody watching it.
Yeah.
No, he means the writing. He's means a particular aspect
but I feel like the parallelisms just aren't being talked about enough. Like in the same fight where we got Giyu and Tanjiro fighting together, being two students of a Hashira, going hand in hand, using moves that complement each other while fighting throughout the castle. We see the opposite with Zenitsu and Kaigaku. Doesn't it?
The parallels?
Yeah.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
So but you got to also remember, though, people watch animes for different reasons, though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's another thing.
No,
that's what I said. Bring every point there is.
I mean, I will say, like, just to close this out here too, also. But I do know Demon Slayer gets a lot of slack for being pretty no substance, right? But I will say, like, in this movie, the writing was really good, in my opinion. I think the stories were really well, like, tailored. They complement each other well. Like Jay was saying, there's a lot of parallels within the characters and how everything progresses. Because you not just have that parallel, you also have kind of, I think, the parallel with Shinobu and her being by herself and everything too. So
let me ask you guys this. What do you guys think Demon Slayer needs for people to recognize and be like, oh, this made the story much more deeper or more added substance? Because I feel like it's given it.
I think it probably just needs a really big plot twist. That's when people say good writing, that's all they mean. It's a plot twist. That you
don't see coming.
That's why they say Attack on Titan is written so well. Not to say it's written poorly, but I'm just saying, I mean, it's good. It's good.
What do you guys feel?
I definitely see that point.
Attack on Titan is the second best written anime ever storyline wise.
I know what he's gonna say first.
One Piece.
It came out before and it's longer. That's why. But other than that, Attack on Titan, it ain't even close.
I definitely agree with Ty's standpoint of it. Everyone's like looking for a plot twist and stuff, but I just feel like people were just overly hating on Demon Slayer because it's created by animation, but it's really not. We like when I talked about the parallelism there, we see that throughout Demon Slayer throughout the entire show. Like I feel like a lot of the times we forget Tanjiro's first mission against a demon was that like weird underground space guy that was able to have multiple bodies and stuff, and we forgot until we saw Hatengu.
I forgot you're right about
that's
that.
true. I will say, like,
but also to your point, to be honest, bro, like, Demon Slayer has like the fourth biggest fan base ever in anime. Though we being honest, though, bro. Like, they get a lot of hate, but they also get, the fan base is big.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I will say, like, I think people do say it's carried by animation. I can't really argue with that too much because in my opinion, if it was given like bare bones anime, like average animation, right? I don't think it would be anywhere near as popular as it is. I do think the animation is what makes it popular, but it also has a good story. So when people say it's carried by animation, I can't really argue that too much because the animation, let me put it this way. It's because the animation is so good that it carries it, bro. But not because the story is bad.
Good. Yeah. I agree.
I always keep mentioning
you both are talking.
Yeah, but my bad. Me watching anime as long as I've been watching anime, graphics is not going to carry you. You have to have some kind of substance and storyline for you to grasp the people. So, the animation is probably the best ever, but Demon Slayer is legit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
it is.
I'm just going to be honest, it's legit. It's legit, bro. Like
Jack, I feel like because we grew up in like the 90s anime where animation was not such a big thing. We got to get the story first, and sometimes some anime started slow, some started like progressing. So we always was watching in for more than just like this era where it's like the animation is what glue a lot of people automatically. Yeah. But I feel like back in the 90s, 2000, we was watching it for different reasons. We weren't watching it for the animation.
Yeah, because we watch anime because we really liked it. Now people just watch anime because it's a wave. It's a wave now. It's cool to watch anime. Like back then, it wasn't cool to watch anime, bro. Like it was different back then. That's why I say like
before the shift.
But I ain't gonna lie. But after the pandemic, everybody just in the house, and all of a sudden everybody's watching anime now, and I'm like, bro, what? Like, huh?
And then. Wait, I want to add one more parallel too. I feel like everyone's forgetting about remember that drum demon, the lower six that was.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
No, not Rui. It was the X upper six when we first met in Inosuke.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
With the drum demon.
The guy that was changing the room with the drums, and guess what? We're gonna.
You talking about every time he hit the jumps, then the rooms change around, right?
That's basically what the girls doing with the Infinity Castle.
I feel like they were building like the power system up, but behind the scenes, that people just be forgetting about it.
You do? It's because of the animation.
Exactly. People just want to overhate.
Yeah, bro. But all right, man. We appreciate y'all stopping by. We're going to close out the episode now. But like we mentioned, again, these guys are in our Discord all the time. We love talking to them, having good conversation. So if you want to be part of the conversation, hop in the Discord. Follow us on all our socials and everything, of course.
I got to get y'all on my podcast episode, man.
Yes,
I got to get all y'all on there at once,
bro, of course.
So we could just debate.
Yes, sir.
I got to get y'all on my StreamYard, bro.
Hey, let us know. We have to set that up.
Yeah, I DM you in a few. I'll let you know, brother.
All right. Shout out to Jackboy Dave. Hey, shout out to your podcast so they can check it out too, man.
Tokyo-ish, Miami.
Let's go.
There
305.
you go. Check them out.
And check Jay's
Anime
panels.
game for life, man.
Yeah, and also Jay does panels, so he goes a lot of panels down here in Florida, so check him out too as well. All right. Appreciate you guys. All right, man. That was our Discord. We be in there, like Ty said. Come in, soup. This was a banger episode, just like Demon Slayer. So keep supporting us, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.